Hi everybody and welcome to my August book haul. My name is Lola and I am going to show you everything I bought this month. It's quite big of a pile, but the reason for that is because I bought the entirety of Terry Goodkind's Sword of Truth series. I've been wanting them since year 7, but just haven't had either the money or the time to buy them. I finally found them on eBay altogether, from the Wizard's First Rule all the way down to Confessor, and I bought them in one big lump sum of, well, it wasn't a big lump sum, it was quite small actually. It only cost me about £20, so it's a really good price for what, 11 books? So I'm going to show them to you, and I hope you enjoy this August's book haul 2015. So the first one I'm going to show you is The Wizard's First Rule, and this is his very first book, which is about a man called Richard Rahl and a woman called Kaylin Amnal. Richard is a seeker, the seeker of truth, which you find out pretty much from somewhere around the beginning of the book, and Kaylin is a confessor, and what that means is that when she physically touches somebody with her skin to their skin, she can completely take over their minds. Now, what that was originally used for was crime, basically. Her touch was used on criminals, or any confessor for that matter, which would make them confess the entirety of their crimes. But Kaylin is the mother confessor, which means she's the leader of the confessors. Now, in this time period, there are no confessors left but her. They've all been killed off and they've all died out. And the Seeker is there to save what is called the Midlands, but he's from the Westlands and he's never known about magic. So it's basically a man being introduced to everything new and different and things that he's never heard of. So he basically gives an outside perspective and that kind of thing. And there's an old man called Zedicus Zulzaranda, very much a lot of Zeds there. But yeah, he is basically the old man who pretty much raised Richard along with his parents. And yeah, he's part of the journey and the quest too, to save the Midlands. And what he's saving them from is this tyrant called Darken Rahl. And this tyrant is also a wizard, he's got magic, he can control people. And yeah, you just have to find the read to find everything out, because there's so much that goes on in this book. Just like all 11 of them, and then the others on top of that. So yeah, that's the first book. The next book is The Stone of Tears, book number 2. And this is also the longest book of a series, consisting of, when I can tell you, 1,000 and... let's see... 1,056 pages long, this book. So, quite big. Writing's quite small, as you can see. It takes a while to get through, but not for me anymore because the amount of times I've read them. You might know that I've actually read these books a number of times. I mean, the last time I counted, it was like 13 times, I think. So, yeah, they are my favourite fantasy series in the world. Nothing's ever going to surpass them. And that's just the way it is. Next one is Blood of the Fold. I'm not going to tell you what they're all about because it'll take me about an hour to get through them all then. So you'll just have to read them. They are amazing books, please do. I just want to say that Terry Goodkind is my favourite author, and just read them, please. If you like fantasy, you will love these books. So yeah, Blood of the Fold is book 3. Temple of the Winds is book 4, and this woman here, I just wanted to let you know, she's called a Mordseth, and she's basically somebody who's trained in torture. So yeah, the tyrant of the first book basically taught Mordseth everything they do. It's just the way it was in the first book, and yeah, Richard kind of befriends them later on. So this one is called Soul of the Fire. Now, so I've heard people don't really like this one as much as the others. And the only reason for that is that you don't see Richard and Kaylin as much as you do in the first 4 books. But I still love it. You get to see other parts of the Midlands and the sort of truth world, and I actually really like that because you get to know other characters and their perspectives. So yeah, you have to read them all to know what's going on. You can't just skip books. Just don't, please. Now this one that comes straight after that, Faith of the Fallen. This is my baby. This. I love this book. And the reason for that is because Terry Goodkind holds all of his closest beliefs and thoughts into this book, and he's just made it so beautifully that you just can't not love it. It's just amazing. But yeah, this is Faith of the Fallen, and to sum up this one, Richard gets kidnapped and taken to what is called the Old World, and basically, I'm not going to tell you much, but he has to find out what it's like to live as a poor Imperial Order kind of person, and the Imperial Order are the bad guys now, since Blood of the Fold. So you kind of get to see Richard trying to play his part as a normal guy, instead of somebody who's trying to save everybody, but he still tries to save everybody, because it's in the Seeker's nature to do so. But it is the best book of the series, in my opinion, so I love it. The next one is Pillars of Creation, and I have a few in hardback because it's just so good. I can't believe I got a few in hardback, by the way. I was so happy with this. But this is also some people's least favourite book because there isn't much Richard again, and I mean there's even less Richard in this one. Yeah, people seem to like Soul the Fireless, and I don't get it. But yeah, you basically get to meet another character and follow her story. And it is an amazing book, so please, please, please read them all, because they're the best fantasy books ever, in my opinion. So, yeah, the next one. The next one is The Naked Empire. And this is the cover, and that is a statue right there. And as you can see, Richard and Kaelin are standing next to it, so yeah, they come across it at one point. But yeah, words are actually kind of bigger in this one. It's a bigger book, that's why. Anyway, yeah, really flopsy book. Nice, big, easy to read. They're also brilliant, please do read them. The next one, random smaller one, Chainfire. Now, I will show you these in a 3. So there's Chainfire, there's Phantom, and there's Confessor. These are the last 3 books in the series. And they are basically just like one giant book, because they follow on from, I mean, the whole series follows on from like the previous book really well, but these might as well be one because they are the same exact storyline. Because I don't want to give you any spoilers, that's my only problem, but basically these sorceresses are trying to change everybody's perspective on things. Like they make a certain person kind of vanish from existence. You get to find out what life would be for everybody without that one person. I'm not going to say who because that would spoil everything, but that's basically what this 3-book kind of end of series trilogy kind of gives off, and it's also the conclusion of what happens with like Richard against Jagang. Jagang's the leader of the Imperial kind of army, and Richard's obviously the guy who wants to stop the Tyrant and the Emperor and basically the people who are harming the New World and all these people and trying to force their beliefs down people's throats, basically. Now, not included in this book haul, but books I already had, because I read all these books from my mum's shelf. I didn't ever own them myself. Now I have them myself. I'm really happy. But the books that follow on from this are The Law of Nines. I just want to show you really quick because I love these books so much. But this is The Law of Nines, and this takes part in this world, and you will see the connection. I am not giving you any spoilers for this book because you will know the ending of Confessor. But basically this takes place in today's America kind of environment, and yeah, you follow the story of Alexander and Jax. But it does have a link, trust me. You'll find out when you've read all those 11 books. And then this. Also, from the first 11 books. There is a prequel called The Debt of Bones. I don't actually have it yet. My fiance has it. I bought it for him and he's going to kindly let me have it on my shelf at one point. But yeah, please read that too, but at least read the first book before you read it, or else there's a lot in there you might not understand so much. So yeah, Debt of Bones also is a really good book. It's quite small, so you'll get through it really easy. The next one, I have all these new ones in hardback by the way, because I got them straight away. This one is The Omen Machine, which basically continues straight from Confessor, but Terry Goodkind has kind of made these new ones in a new kind of series, because basically you're allowed to end at Confessor. He has said that on a number of occasions. If you want a happy ending, stop at Confessor. Kind of depends on how you want to see it, I suppose. That's his words. So if you want to keep on the intrigue and see what's going to happen next, get into the Omen Machine and the Third Kingdom, and what's next after that? Severed Souls, actually, yeah. Severed Souls. And coming up in November is Warheart, which I'm really looking forward to. And the other one that I've already shown you, obviously, is The First Confessor, which is another prequel that's set 3,000 years into the past. So yeah, they are my huge Terry Goodkind book series that I wanted to show you. The other two books, other than them, I bought this month. Because I don't actually have the Harry Potter series, I'm going to collect that over a short period of time. I have the first two books, the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, both by J.K. Rowling. I've started reading this again. I've already read the Harry Potter series, but I really enjoyed it. Want to read it again for the second time, so why not start now? But yeah, look at these cool covers. They're so different from before. I actually really like them. So yeah. That is my August book haul. I really hope you enjoyed this very much Terry Goodkind based book haul, slash a little bit of J.K. Rowling. And please subscribe for more videos to come. Hit that like button, comment, please. I would love to talk to you about Terry Goodkind and your opinion on him. And so, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in later videos. Bye bye now, have a nice weekend, bye!